So firstly, this is the first time I've put rollers in my hair with extensions, so hopes and prayers for how that comes out. And I'm still a bit ill, but I'm just like on a downer, basically. I'm having a self-care day, but also I've been itching to try out the Fenty beauty products that I got on sale because I've never tried it and I'm really hyped for it, so that's what I'm doing today. But first water, because we can be a depressed bitch as long as we're hydrated. Do my eyebrows first in a very rare move, and I hope you can see why, because for some reason this green mascara is very this much better. So I've done my eyes up to the point where I'm ready for foundation, and it is this one. It's Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 105. So I think it's gonna be alright on my skin tone. It looked alright in the little tester that was available, so I think that'll be enough. And I'm guessing that'll be enough just because when I tried a little tester, a tiny dot went so far. So I haven't got a sponge, hang on. Okay, so it's actually a lot thinner than I was expecting. So maybe the tester I tried was a different product. It's also drying out very fast. So I don't typically use a sponge for applying. Oh, maybe I applied more on this side so it's gone a bit better. For what I could see, that's looking a really good match so far. Okay, so I'm switching to a little brush to do like around my nose and stuff like that, but it's drying very fast. And that's interesting, the third pump looks a bit thicker in consistency, but yeah, again, this is like, you've got to work speedy for this. Compared to the NYX foundation that I'm used to, there's a lot more, you know, time to work and blend. But this feels like no time, must be done immediately. So it is incredibly dry. Like, the time you have to blend out and work with is not a lot, and I'm not a fan of it in that sense. Also, maybe I need to try a silicone primer under it. I've got a water based one under, but yeah, I'm not sure. It's very, this is as dry as my skin has looked with a foundation on in some time. In terms of the colour match though, I think it is really well. It's matching my neck very well. So yeah, it's a super pale yellow, so it's kind of corrected out the pink tones that I have through my skin, and it's looking quite similar to skin down here, which is nice. So I'm just putting a bit of a cream contour on right now, and again, the blendability isn't there really. I'm having to quite almost drag, which I think is taking off the product around here. So the next thing I'm trying is double cheeked up in Peony Dropper and Malibu's. So just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to try both on each cheek, because why not? So just scrape some out, put them on here, warming it up. So this is Malibu's going on this side. That's come out incredibly bright on me. Yeah, that's a much brighter pink than I was expecting. So the peony one, this is gonna be incredibly candy pink on this side, isn't it? Trying to do it with my finger first, just so, oh gosh, that's gonna be everywhere. Yeah, trying to do it with my finger first to just heat the product up and see if it'll blend in a bit easier because that's what I'm finding with this foundation. Nothing's particularly blending in. Oh my days, that's given 80s. Okay, so these are way more intense than I was expecting for real. Like, yo, these got pigment. So I'm most definitely double cheeked up to the point of I'm gonna go back over it with some foundation. Cause heck, this is intense. So I think since this is way more intense than I was expecting, definitely need to finish the under eye with a lot more of intensity, and I'll be back. You know, it's been a while since I thought I gotta put some drama lashes on for all this to balance, but here we are. My grandma just video called by accident. So this makeup went a very different direction than I expected. I thought it would be a lot more natural, and that's mostly due to the blush being so intense, and I've wiped it off my hand and it's still stained on. So yeah, if you're super pale, approach with caution, use a way less than you think you need. I mean, I do like the blushes, but the foundation, would I have been satisfied if I'd paid full price for this? Honestly, no. But I will try it again, maybe use a different primer, maybe more skincare, I'm not sure, maybe use a brush to apply it. But for a first time try, kinda not sold on this, but I do like this. This is how my hair came out, by the way. It worked, I guess. Hello, it's me on a different day. My setting spray is just drying and that's awful. So I've tried the Fenty, the foundation and the blush again. This time I've tried it over oil. It's better, but it's still not great. Like, my nose is barely covered, it's really quite dry, patchy and stuff, so on camera it's looking quite decent, but in real life this is the worst my skin's looked with foundation on for quite some time. So I have to give it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I'm not impressed.